Purchase your tracks today.
Keep that grass cut when you banging in the streets. They call you pussy cause you say you don't like beef. You trying to be a good guy, but they want the rage. That's why they smacking their hand up against the cage. You trying to grind, trying to get a little cheddar, but now they banging at your front door with Berettas. They wanna hate, they never wanna see you shine. They wanna see you in the casket, real drastic. We all kings and queens, let's get the cream. But instead they wanna take another man's dream. Martin Luther and
What's going on, world? What's going on, world? What is going on, world? You know who it is. It's your boy Meek on the up-and-coming show, Breaking Bread. You know, I got a new guest. Like I said, I promised new content and new faces. So this is a new face. Well, actually, maybe not a new face. I could have recalled doing one with you a long time ago. But a new face in a while. Let's just say that. So before we go any further, would you like to introduce yourself to the world?
Yes, I am Karima Williams, and I'm so happy to be speaking today on this segment. So that's it.
Thanks. I'll fuck with you. All right. Well, this is kind of an out of the ordinary subject for me, you know, but like I said, new content, raw, rough, rugged, you know, some shit that you wouldn't normally think about. Celibacy. And as my fans know, that whack ass subject wasn't me. That was my guest. Just to put that out there.
Nah,
I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with you. But yeah, like celibacy, you know, and can people of this generation practice it? So me being a gentleman that I am, I'm going to ask you the question first. In your opinion, not the actual written definition, what do you think celibacy is?
So I think there's many forms of celibacy. You can. Why are you laughing?
I think it's many forms of.
Re-record. Do it again. Start.
Nah, come on. No. This is why I like doing this, man, because it has to be real, man.
Because there are many forms of celibacy, Lamique.
Okay.
So you can fully abstain
okay
from sex, or you can still do oral sex, or you could just not have sex at all. That's why I'm saying there's many different forms. It just depends on what you choose.
Okay.
I right now am not doing anything. Full abstinence, full celibacy. That's it. That's
so
what I'm practicing.
Why do you choose to do that?
Why? I feel like everybody should do celibacy at one point in their life. But for me, I feel like it just gives me like mental clarity. The past times that I've done celibacy, because this is like my third or fourth time doing it.
Okay.
Those were from like breakups, but this one is just because I just wanted to. I feel like this generation is just too over sexualized. Like we're just so fast and so like we just meet somebody, one date, no date, you hang out and sex. Like it's just the norm. So I feel like it's like I'm taking a step back and I'm just asking, looking for clarification. That's what I'm gaining. That's it.
Okay, so what clarification are you gaining from being celibate?
I feel like I'm gaining a lot. Like I'm pointing out, I'm seeing all these, not losers, but the red flags. I'm literally, it's so clear and so open to me now. Like, before, like when you have good sex, these red flags are like masked. But I feel like because I'm celibate, I see every single one. I see a red flag before it's a red flag. It could be a yellow flag, orange flag, whatever. And you're next, you're done. It's over before it started. Like, I just feel like I see things more clearly for me.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. But
got it.
But okay, so what made you like want to practice celibacy? Did like something happen to you, or was it just like one day you woke up and just said, fuck it, I'm gonna be celibate?
I guess you could say it's a mix of both. I did just wake up and say, like, I don't want to just have empty. Well, I wasn't dating, so I was just having friends with benefits, or like, if I was studying, I needed, a release. I wasn't in a relationship. I was too busy for a relationship. And then I just realized I just didn't want any more empty sex at this moment. But I like sex. I just, at this moment, I don't want just empty sex. And that's it. So no one hurt me. No one's hurt me in the past couple of years, but
That's good.
I just, yeah.
Yeah, because you
So,
are a lawyer. You can throw the ass in jail. So
exactly.
hashtag don't hurt Karima. Thank you.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
so you said that you needed a release, so that's why you have friends with benefits and you did other things or whatever. So now that you're celibate, what do you do for that release?
I knew you would ask that. Exercise. I exercise every day. So that's my release right now. I exercise once or twice a day. I do workout classes. I'm in the gym 5 or 6 a.m. if you see me on Facebook or Instagram when I'm posting. So for that relieves a lot of stress. Do you work out, Lameek?
Yes, of course. And whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa,
And how do you feel after you work out? Do
whoa.
you feel
I feel
exhilarated? Do you
good
feel
because
good?
I feel good. Like I feel like, I feel accomplished, mentally. Like I feel like, my
I'm
body has
telling you.
accomplished something. So I kind of feel good working out.
Exactly.
You know?
Productive. You feel like on top of the world. You feel like you could take the world on. And that's my release right now.
So why do you think this generation really cannot practice celibacy?
Huh.
Like when I say this generation within the past 10 years, let's just say that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why people are so loose with their bodies and like just I honestly don't know. I've never been like that. I feel like I'm not of this generation because even when I tell people that I am celibate, they look at me like, all my friends, like, you're crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, how could you do that? What do you do? How do you release? Like, why? Are you waiting until marriage? Like, they have like 99 questions. I'm like, are you celibate or I'm celibate? Like, why do you have so many questions? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
it's literally not impossible. So I don't know why. I honestly cannot figure it out. I don't know how people can be okay just I don't know, just like so open with sex and like they have no problem with it. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm trying to figure out myself because
So
people will stay in like a miserable situation because of sex. That makes no sense to me. So I don't know why people. I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, in my personal opinion, like it's to me like it's kind of like more sense of a mental thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're mentally strong, then you can do it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
especially with this whole COVID situation going on, a lot of boyfriends wasn't there, their girlfriends, and vice versa. So it's like they kind of get fuck crazy. So it's like now since COVID somewhat being lifted, they're just like humping
Well,
like fucking
somewhat.
wild
Right.
animals.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. So I feel like it should have been easier for people to be celibate now because we were just in a pandemic. Like so I went on a date probably in the beginning of the pandemic with one of my old coworkers, and he
Okay.
tried to kiss me. I'm like, whoop, this is a pandemic. Like, so how are you even open and out here like this? Like, you know what I mean? We're supposed to be. I don't know. So I don't get it. Turn my phone down.
Yeah, I get that, but I just don't think because I'm trying to like figure out on my perspective, like what can you really gain by really
Mm,
being celibate? You feel
what
what
can
I'm saying?
you
Like,
gain? Well, what can you gain from just sleeping like with various people and different
no,
people
no,
and people
I'm not
and then
saying that.
and no, because you're saying what do you gain from being celibate? And on the other hand, I want to know what are you gaining from just sleeping with people that you know you might not even end up with or want to be with, or just because you want to have sex with them. What are you gaining from that though? From
Okay,
celibacy, you can gain what? Go ahead.
to answer your question, like sleeping
What?
with multiple partners, that's just, it's a lifestyle, it's a preference. But what I'm saying is if you were in a relationship and you're being celibate,
Hmm.
you feel what I'm saying?
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, right.
You see where I'm
Right.
going with it? Like, what are you gonna gain from being in a relationship with somebody and being celibate? Is what I'm like trying to like get to.
Okay, so well, I didn't know you were talking about if you're in a relationship. So what do you gain? I mean, for me, I'm going to remain celibate until I'm in a long-term relationship. So how long you in this relationship for? If it's
Okay,
not
let's say 3 years.
3 years,
Yes.
I don't know if I'm with somebody. I don't know. For 3 years, I probably won't be celibate because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be celibate until I'm married. And then so the other person's not celibate with me. When I met him, he wasn't celibate. He's only celibate because I'm celibate. Is
Yes.
that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I don't know then. I think then I wouldn't be celibate after 3 years. That's my honest truth. After 3 years, I wouldn't be celibate. Now I
So
can't even. It's hard out here to even find somebody, a man that is celibate. It's very hard to find someone. I would love to find someone that's celibate. We could both be celibate. Then it would be easy, but that's very unlikely. What do you laugh at? You over there shake. Like it's
so
very unlikely. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely to find somebody else that's celibate. That would be
yeah.
perfect. Where
You,
they at?
you the only woman that I ever heard with this celibacy shit, to be
No,
honest with
that
you.
is such a lie. I see people all the time, well, on the internet, that are celibate.
Say that again.
I'm sure people are celibate on the internet.
There you go. Do you actually physically know somebody else that like, thank you? But
No, I don't actually. No.
because I'm just trying to like figure out like, okay, so do you think you, well, not just you, just people in general that use the celibacy thing as a shield to like protect themselves from a man?
I think some people do, but I feel like
Do you?
no, I don't. I don't use it as that. I literally am just not sleeping like with people like right now. So I
Okay.
don't use it as a form of protection because I'm kind of mean. Like, so I don't need celibacy
Yeah,
to
you do look mean.
I'm
I'm
not.
fucking with
I'm just saying, like, because I can sleep with somebody and still stop speaking to them. So I don't need celibacy to be a shield for me, is what I'm saying. So I'm sure people do use it, but I don't. That's not why I use it. I'm just trying to. I'm sitting here. I'm praying for a good man. Well, I'm out here sleeping with everybody. That makes no sense. It's like counterproductive to me. If I'm waking up asking for guidance, wisdom, and discernment, and for a future husband and a good man, I can't. How I'm gonna meet him out here sleeping with everybody?
So
And
what's
that's not
your
the only reason why. I'm not saying that's why I'm not having sex. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example.
Mhm.
Like the things you have to pray for, you also have to put action behind it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm praying
100%
for a
right?
house, if I'm praying for a house, I'm praying for money, for everything. I need to be putting stuff in action, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's the
yeah.
analogy I'm trying to say.
Laws of attraction,
Exactly.
101. So
Right. I'm looking for this career. I got to go out there and find the career. I can't just sit here and pray for it. You got to go out there and do the footwork. So that's what I'm saying.
So you had said earlier that you're looking for a good man. So in your
I just said that 2 minutes ago. What do you like?
so
I just talked about earlier. Go ahead. Earlier in the
okay,
segment, you mentioned this. Okay, go
okay,
ahead.
yeah, okay.
Thank
So
you.
in your opinion, like what is the epitome of a good man in your opinion?
Oh man, what is a good man?
Yeah, in your opinion. Remember, your opinion, not what society says. In your opinion.
For me, a responsible, ambitious, silly, because I like silly. Someone with future goals, someone that wants to get married in the future. I'm not saying right now, and that's a good man to me. Like someone that's working towards something. He don't even have to have his stuff together right now, but as long as he's working towards something, and I see he's working towards something, because some men try to act like they're working towards something. Those I can't do. I don't do those right now.
So does the
Those are fixer uppers. That's a whole nother topic. Those are fixer uppers.
okay, so does the career matter?
Does the career matter? No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Yes, it matters a little bit. So you can have like a low level job, but I feel like if you're working towards something, that's just my opinion. Like, so I'm not going to be out here looking for, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, drink. Okay. So
Doesn't matter.
okay, since you practice celibacy, right? What do you do, when you're in a situation where you go on a date with a guy, you've been going on a couple of dates, you've been talking to him for a while, and it's like you feeling that urge to go to that next level with him. What do you do to block that?
That's funny. I just don't put myself in like certain situations, like so I won't go to his house. You know what I mean? It's just certain places that I wouldn't put myself if I feel like I don't want to go any further at that point. Like if I want to continue my celibacy, I just make sure I do things to keep it, you know, to remain intact. Like I won't like if he's inviting me to go away and we're staying in a hotel, are we staying in the same hotel room? Or what do we do? Are we having separate beds? Like I just try to keep myself away from certain situations at that time. That's if I want to continue my celibacy. That's what I'm doing.
So what if it's a non-avoidable situation, meaning like,
Look, first of all, I have very strong willpower. I've slept next to men and I don't have to do anything. So if even if it's unavoidable, if I plan, I'm not doing anything, it's not happening. That's it. Nothing you can do. That's it. That's it.
so what, okay, in your life right now, right? What would be so different if you weren't celibate?
What would be so different if I wasn't?
Hmm.
Besides, I would just be picking the wrong, like sleeping with the wrong men that I'm not even going to be with, that I know are no good, and I'm just sleeping with them because I've done
So
that. That
it
would be
takes for you to be celibate to
no,
realize that?
no, of course not. It doesn't. But like I said, I told you before, there's this study that has you really thinking that you like these
And it's
people.
because of the sex.
Chemicals.
Yeah, because of the chemicals.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes, and
I
that's
believe in
the
that.
truth. That is the truth. So if you take that, I feel like if you take sex out of the equation, you see the person more for who they are, and also that gives you time to see the person because we've spoken about this before. Everything is lovey-dovey, la la la. It's great. Everything is roses in the beginning. Every red flag is like, oh, he's calling me excessively. That's cute. He misses me. No, that's not cute. That's not gonna be cute in the future. So I don't know. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, because I'm just what I'm trying to get to is I'm just trying to like figure out like, is this is the celibacy a mask for you not wanting to have sex, or is it a lifestyle you're choosing to make you a better person?
Yeah, of course. It's all about me. I'm in this. I'm 35 now. I just turned 35. The last couple of years, it's all about me. My 20s was all about. I was in law school. I took the bar. This, that. Now it's just me. I'm working on me. I have time now. I have time to date, and I don't want to be sleeping with the wrong people. So it's for that, and it's also just for my own personal reasons. I'm trying to now. I have time to work on me. I was grinding my 20s, grinding. I didn't have time for anything. So now, yes, I'm working on me. It's for personal reasons, for me. It's not to avoid this, not for a shield, not for a mask. It's all for me.
So how long will you, okay, so the celibacy thing, do you think it's going to be until marriage, or until you feel like you meet the right one, you could like get the cookie?
I I think it's until I meet the right one, but not in the beginning. So even when I do meet the right one, it's still going to be it's gonna be a time, it's gonna be some time. I don't know, 6, 12 months, I don't know, a year and a half. But then the thing is, who's hanging out for a year and a half, right? Let me
I mean,
without
you
any.
never know. If you like somebody enough, you'll stick around until you get tired, until you reach your breaking point. So you never know.
Exactly, exactly. So the thing also, let me ask you, do you
Okay.
think if I'm dating you or we're going on a couple dates, do you think I need to tell you before we start going on dates that I'm celibate?
I
Do you think this is
mean,
something I need to
that would,
present to you, or like when we get to the moment that we are about to? Like, what do you think? What do you think is more fair that I disclose it to
okay,
or
well, I feel like you should let the person know from the jump, because that person could have in their head, yo, I'm just trying to get, the vagina. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like with you not saying that, they're gonna think in their head, I'm gonna get the vagina.
mm.
Versus you saying it in the beginning, letting it be known, then he'll be like, well, I ain't getting a vagina, I'm gonna bounce.
Well, let me tell you something. Most guys think, even if you're celibate, that they're still going to get the vagina. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I can tell them I'm celibate. They're still going to try. They're still, it doesn't like dissuade them, is what I'm saying. They just,
Well, yeah, I
trust
see
me.
what you.
Yes, they really think. And I'm just looking at them like, okay.
So after you tell them that you want to be celibate, they still try to
Some of
pursue
them,
you in a
some,
sexual
yeah,
manner, or
yes. And I'm looking at them like, it's not happening. Like, it's just not. Sorry. Yeah,
okay,
a lot of them try, and I don't know why. I'm
okay,
telling them
so
it's not happening, and they hear what they want to hear. They're like, nope, I got this. Okay, let's see.
okay, so I remember earlier in the conversation you said that you use the gym as a release to whatever. Let's just say you were in an area that didn't have no gyms. What would you do besides that?
Let me. There's an indoor gym everywhere. I have workout gear. Like
Okay,
I
so
will
you would
always find a way
drive.
to
You would.
exercise.
So let's just say the
Always find.
nearest.
I,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can work out in the house. I can work out in the house with a couch. I can put my feet under there and do sit-ups. Like what jumping jacks, like jump rope. Like you trying to get to something that's not gonna happen. Like I work out. Like I do this. Like I work out. Like I don't need a gym. I normally work out outside. I don't even like the gym. I'm in the gym because it's cold. And I don't jog outside in 40-degree weather. So what are you
Okay,
saying? I work out in the park. So what you saying?
so let's just say a
I know what
person.
you're trying to figure out. Right.
Yeah,
That's my
nah,
release. Exercise is my release. That's it. That's my
o-
only form of release.
okay, so let's just say, what would you say to a woman that's trying to practice celibacy but doesn't like working out?
It's gonna be hard. I don't know. That's gonna be difficult. I don't know what to tell her. She better start exercising. Seriously. Because I don't know how you would even get through it. Because I'm on year three. 3 years. Yep. First 2 years for me is a breeze because I've done this numerous times. But
So
I've heard people say after 2 weeks, they're like fanning themselves. I'm like, what is going? I find it humorous. What is going on? So I don't know what to tell her.
so
She
you've been
better start
celibate for
running around the neighborhood.
so you've been celibate for 3 years.
3 years. Why are you
Yeah. Damn.
why are you shaking your head?
I mean, that's damn. Well, I mean, I guess to each his own, but that's kind of
Each their own.
like
You
crazy.
don't agree with celibacy for me?
I mean, yeah, yeah, and no, because like I said, it depends on the person and who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Like to some people, sex could be passionate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Loving. You exploring somebody else's body, they're exploring yours. And for some people, sex could just be just like, yo, I gotta release.
Right. And it doesn't mean anything. Right.
So I mean, it's I don't know. Like me personally, it's like as of right now, like I don't feel like I do need sex, but I know it's gonna come a point where I'm gonna like wanna release because me, I work out all the time too, and it's like no
That's
matter
not enough.
how much I work out, when it's all done, when I'm taking my shower and I'm laying down, that feeling is a mental thing. So you can work your body out until you're
It's all
completely
mental.
tired
Right.
and sweat it out. But as soon as you lay in the bed, if your body is like, yo, I'm still horny, that tiredness is gonna go away.
So have you never practiced like fasting, like any type of fasting, like food, a certain foods, just fasting? It's the same thing. You're literally just fasting from something. And it is all mental, like you said. It's mental, it's willpower. As humans, we have willpower. So if like just like if you're working out, if I right now I'm fighting snacks. I love snacks. So I have an addiction to snacks. It's crazy because I could be celibate, but my addiction to sugar is ridiculous. I can't. I'm on day two, no sugar. I'm trying to figure out. So you can have willpower, Lamit. You
I
talking
mean, you
about you
can.
lay in the bed, you worked out. Like you, everybody can practice willpower. Everybody can practice celibacy. It's if you allow the need or the urge to control you. That's what you're doing. That's as if we can't practice celibacy, that means we're allowing our human urges to overpower us. We control our urges. We control everything. Just like if you were in a committed relationship, even if you had an urge to cheat, you're overpowering that urge, right? Because even if you're in a relationship or you're married, you still find people attractive. You're fighting these urges. We fight urges every day, right, Lemmy?
Yes, Farrakhan.
Oh, Farrakhan. Thank you. Right.
But
So I'm just
my
saying,
whole thing is, I don't think you would be saying the same thing if you was with a man. I don't think you would be celibate if you was with a man.
I actually wrote this in my notes. People think I'm celibate because I'm single at this moment. I literally, I knew you were gonna say that. I'm telling you, I can lay with a man. I could be with a man. If I'm celibate, I'm celibate. If I enter a relationship, I'm telling you beforehand that I'm celibate.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Bye. You don't have to stay here.
So if he chooses to stay, you still gonna be celibate?
If I want to, yes. If I want to. If I know I'm not, yes, most likely.
Okay, no, hold on. What you was getting ready to say? If you know what?
If I know I'm not going to be with you long term, then yes.
So then why enter a relationship with him if you're not going to be with him?
That's why I stopped talking. Because
I was getting ready to say, I'm like a piranha, baby.
That's why I paused. That's why I was like, then why am I with him? Right.
Because I feel like if, in my opinion, like I said, I could be wrong, but I feel like if you had a man in your life that was committed to you and you were committed to him and you actually liked him, you would not be talking the celibacy shit at all. I
don't think so. I think I would be.
You is a mother effing liar.
I'm not. I think
so. You would still be celibate when you just said earlier that you probably wouldn't.
I said 6 to 12 months down the road, but the thing is, but why can't I be in a healthy relationship and still be celibate? Why?
I'm not saying you can't.
Because earlier we spoke about it as well. Like maybe I said I don't think I could find someone that would be in a relationship with me or that would wait around. But you said I might be able to find someone. You're right. Mm-hmm. So why can't I be in a relationship, a healthy one, and be celibate for a year or two, or however long I choose to practice that, or if I do practice that until marriage? Because there's people that abstain until marriage. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about virgins. I'm talking about people that stop and then they abstain from it and then again during marriage.
But I think the ultimate test is to be around the temptation and avoiding it, is what I'm saying. Because I don't know.
It's easy to avoid, right? When I'm not laying or when I'm not with this man.
Exactly. Would you be able to continue to practice that celibacy shit if you?
Yes, I believe I would. Yep. I've laid next to many men and never done anything. Yep. I told you about my first round with celibacy. I'm telling you.
Not your first rodeo?
Not my first rodeo. Like
you should write a book then.
Fourth rodeo. Yeah, I'm about to go. I told you I'm about to go speak to Nick Cannon. We about to trade notes. I gotta give him notes. I gotta help him. I gotta give a couple tips. He definitely needs some tips. He's on baby number 12. He needs some tips.
Why you say that? Why does he need tips?
Because he obviously was having a problem being celibate or just not sleeping around. Like he was everywhere. But I can't talk about my friend Nick like that. So
hashtag don't talk about Nick like that. That's my brother from another mother.
Myrtle, right. Don't talk about him. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm on the course thinking right now, like, yo, Nick, what's up?
That was you talk about him.
Who this talking spicy? When we talking spicy about Nick Cannon, man.
Well, Nick is cool. That's my friend. He's cool. Got no smoke with him. Nothing to say.
I mean, I guess I can get it from your perspective, but I just feel like
no, you won't, and no, you can't.
No. I said I guess I could kind of understand, kind of, meaning I don't fully, but I guess I can hear what you're saying. But I just feel like so let's just say.
So we should have this discussion again when I'm in a healthy relationship and I tell you I'm still celibate.
There you go. Thank you.
Pass me the mic, and because clearly we need to swap.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pass you the mic, and then I'm gonna be like, "So, how long you been with this guy? X amount of time. Okay, you still celibate? I want to hear this." And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell that nigga, Yo, I want you to be on the show too.
Right, right.
I want him to be sitting right next to you, and I want him to say, "Yeah, we ain't been doing nothing."
Sounds
So
good to me.
we gonna see about that because
Surely will.
I want to see how you are when you're being tempted, when you're in a situation of temptation. Are you gonna fold under pressure or are you gonna thrive? That's what I want to see.
I've been avoiding a lot lately.
So you
Trips.
telling me
People been asking me on trip. I'm not going nowhere. People asking me to come over. I'm not coming over anywhere.
why? Because you scared?
I'm not scared of nothing. Why? Why do I want to come over? I want to go out.
So how about maybe the guy is telling you to come over because he wants to surprise you and cook you a dinner. How about that? Candlelit dinner or wine.
That's nice. Let me go out to a candlelight dinner. You don't need to cook for me.
Why? The cooking is from the heart. It's special.
Stainless steel appliances here. I can cook for myself. I want to go out like that, but that's the problem with this generation. Y'all think women want to come over to have dinner. No, set up a
with that?
picnic. Because I deserve a date out in the world. I don't want to come over for dinner. Like, why? I want to leave my comfortable. See how I used every syllable in that word?
Comfortable, yeah.
Right. I want to leave the comfort of my home where I'm relaxing to come over to your house for dinner. Why?
So,
Why?
what do you feel is more romantic? A man taking you to a fancy restaurant, cooking with his own bare hands.
I didn't say fancy.
But
right,
what's
so let's go to a restaurant where we can cook, where he can cook for me there. Why do I need? Why does this generation?
They actually have restaurants like that?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Okay,
exactly.
Well,
I'll send you the links.
Okay. Piranha over here. Exactly. I'll send you the links right now.
Yeah, because like, come on, seriously. I think this generation is very lazy. They don't court. We spoke about this before. There's no courting. They don't
how can they?
They don't know how to spell court. The only time they know how to spell court is for the basketball court. They don't know how to court women. They don't know how. What? Women on date. They want women to settle for less than we deserve.
Yo.
Like come over. No, I don't want to come over. I want you to take me out. Like
you see, I just was saying this. No, like this is no funny shit. I just did a podcast on why women put their careers first and why they're not in relationships, right? I did a men's perspective. I'm going to ask you now, do you think you could be the woman's perspective?
Yes.
Because I feel like that between me and you, that subject right there, we're going to be going at it, but of course in a healthy way, of course.
Absolutely.
But because you had me just now like, woo!
No, because I'm like, but why? Like, I get it. And
how can you
look? I get it. I don't need to be taken out to a fancy restaurant. Okay. But why? So my house right here, like even a man coming over here, this is my sanctuary. That's your sanctuary. Why do I need to come over for you to cook me dinner? Why don't you cook the dinner, pack it in a picnic basket, and let's go to the park and have a picnic. I love picnics. Why can't we do that? Why do I have to come over? And then what we doing after dinner? Sitting on the couch? No.
Okay, so let's just say.
Because a lot of men have like they know like they want you to have dinner with them for a specific reason.
Okay.
At the house, I'm good.
Okay, you see.
I'm good, love. I'm good, love.
You sound like
I'm good.
You met all of the wrong niggas because me, I'm gonna sit up here and tell you something. I'm just gonna tell you me on a personal standpoint. Okay, I'm a firm believer in my sanctuary. This is why I don't have no friends where I'm at right now because I don't feel comfortable with everybody being in my damn house.
Exactly. So why would you bring somebody on a date there?
If okay, that's the whole purpose of courting because you want to know why? It's listen, I'm gonna tell you something because it's a statistic of taking a girl out on a date, taking her to a restaurant to go eat. How many men do you know that actually wants to cook you a meal? Okay, to cook you a meal.
A man will cook you a meal so you can come over. Many men.
How many men cooked you a meal before?
Many men. And many men invited me over, and I said I'm not coming over. So I've
Because you scared. That's
I'm
why.
not scared.
The flesh is so weak.
No.
The flesh is so weak.
Scared, but why? I don't want to come over. I say at this point in my life, I say that. They're like, why don't you come over? Why? Do you have a different couch than me? Do you have a like? Why? I have. My cousin started saying this to guys. They be like, well, you want to come over? She's like, why? You got the same thing I have. A kitchen, a couch, a live. Like, why?
Yo, we gotta do that podcast, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do that podcast, yo.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What's the problem? Why can't men take women out on dates?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay,
you can even spend $40. You don't even have to spend $100, $200. I don't need fancy.
Okay, I'm trying. How are you gonna ask me a question and let me answer? I'm gonna let you answer because I feel like me personally,
yes,
when I do stuff like cooking, it's from the heart.
I hear you.
Understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because I want you to come into my sanctuary. I want you to taste my cooking for a reason. Well, for me personally, if I want to, bang you, I'm gonna tell you to your face, yo.
But can we agree really quick that most men won't tell you that?
Yeah.
Straight to your face?
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Most men don't. Only a select few are real with the woman. Like, oh, you gonna come home and cook you dinner and dot. But most men are not telling you all that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And also, I just feel like this generation, and maybe the last generation, we're too content with just allowing certain things to slide. Like back in the day, you would never go to someone's house like first, second, third, fourth, like. And now people want you to come over on a first date for dinner.
Okay, so what if it was the
third
10th date? The 10th date.
No, 10th date. I don't know. So all 9 other dates were like outside and stuff.
Outside activities, yes.
Maybe, but 10. I don't know. Even so, like, but is that courting in the house? Like,
I mean, in a way, it is. If the man's cooking you a dinner, like, how is that not courting? Or if he's playing nice soft
so
music.
guess what? Look, me. You need a picnic basket?
Huh?
I'm gonna send you. You need a picnic basket?
Yeah, please send me one.
Whatever dinner you're cooking, you can bring her out. Like.
So how you gonna bring it out to her in the wintertime?
In the winter, you gotta get. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get creative. Y'all men is not creative. Y'all not creative. You're not creative. Man. Figure it out. You can have it somewhere, indoor picnic, not in the house. Somewhere. Figure it out. You know where you can have an indoor picnic at a restaurant.
Well, technically, it won't be an indoor picnic because at a restaurant, you can't bring your own food.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to go to a restaurant. I know.
Yo, oh man.
I'm just saying. Lazy. This generation is lazy now. They don't want to put in the work. That's it.
So you don't think, okay, so you sitting up there saying they don't want to put in the work, right? I just want to just ask this quick. No, in fact, I'm not going to ask it now.
What women putting in? That's what you're going to ask me?
Say it again.
What work are women putting in? Why should we put in work? Go ahead. What you going to ask me?
No, I'm going to save that for the podcast. That's why I said I'm not going to say it. Because that right there is like a whole other subject in its own. So that's why I'm going to say.
Women are supposed to be courted.
Okay, so you say women are supposed to be courted. Okay, yes. You have to do something for a man to want to court you.
As far as what?
As far as making yourself seem appealing, enticing to a man to say, damn, I want to court her.
The man is coming up to you or they're courting you because they think you're appealing and you're enticing. What else are we supposed to do? What you
make yourself, okay, for example, right? You see a woman, she's beautiful. Like, you're like, oh my God, this girl's gorgeous. Right. And then she opens her mouth and says some dumb shit and she has an attitude and that man stops courting her. As he should. Whose fault is that? That's not her fault. Just kidding. No, it is. It is because she doesn't know how to speak. But that's his. He specifically wants somebody that can speak in that. So she'll find somebody else
who just equal to her level. That's fine, but that's good. Keep going. Let him keep walking. That's fine. They're not equally yoked. That's okay.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
drop
want her
some
to do?
gems on you.
You want her
Okay.
to change herself? Maybe that's the only way she knows how to speak. Not everybody knows how to speak properly. That's something you learn.
I'm gonna drop some gems on you real quick, all right?
Yeah, drop some jewels on me.
I'm just gonna drop some jewels. I'm gonna tell you the secret, okay? To a man. It's two things: mental, physical.
Cool.
I'm gonna break it down for you. Mentally, make this man feel inferior. Make this man feel important. Make him feel like he's a king of the jungle. Make him feel like his word is golden. Okay?
So
The
you want us
physical
to
state,
pretend?
huh?
So you want us to act?
I mean, in actuality, that's basically what it is. Because I'm going to tell you something, a story about the lion, the lioness, and the lion. Okay? The lioness takes the cubs out to go hunt, right? The lioness is the one that goes to hunt and brings the food back to the pride. The only thing the lion does is take care of the pride, protects the pride. Okay? You think that woman, that lioness don't know in her head that basically she does every fucking thing? But she doesn't tell the lion that. Hold on. But she doesn't tell the lion that because you want to know why? If she tells the lion, yo, I take care of the kids, I go get the food, all you do is protect us. That lion is going to leave. So now when you don't have that protection,
Who's gonna leave? All right.
okay, now once you don't have that protection, what are you going to do when another male lion comes on the scene and takes your food?
Get a new lion.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
go get some more food because I got it in the first place.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is, okay, so let's just say you had a lion protecting you and you told that lion, I don't need you. And that lion leaves. And you said, go get more food, okay? So let's just say another male lion comes on the scene that don't like you, that don't like the male lion you had. And he's like, yes, this guy's out the picture. I could do whatever I want, okay? Every time you go get food, he comes back and takes it. Every time you go get food, he comes back and takes it. What I'm trying to say is mental. If you would have just let that lion know you're the king of the jungle,
So
you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're being protected.
But I'm settling.
How are you settling when he's? Because listen.
Why do I have to keep my mouth shut? Because to not hurt his feelings.
What a man is supposed to do, okay? And this goes back to the end of time. What a man is supposed to do, okay, is take care of his woman the best way that he can and to protect her.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? By you saying those things, you're depriving him of that ability to do so.
I'm not depriving him. He's depriving himself.
Oh, you know what?
So what's the physical aspect?
Wow. The physical aspect.
Yeah.
Okay, the physical aspect is the rubbing, the touching, the feeling, the sexting, stuff like that. Okay. Because not all men are like that, but there are some men out there, if they get that from a woman, the mental and the physical, they ain't going nowhere. Some, like I said, some, not all, some. But the thing is, females have a tendency of having 10 guys in front of them, and maybe that 7th or 8th guy could be the one. They allow whatever happened from them 6 other guys to mess their head up to the point when they get to that 7th guy, they're like, I just give up. You're not supposed to do that. If that's who you are in your heart, you're always going to be that way, no matter what anybody does to you. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because me personally, myself, I'm struggling with that. Because I tried to create this persona of me being a tough guy, me being a bully, you know what I'm saying? Me beating up everybody. I'm taking up boxing. I'm joining gangs, everything to prove to myself that I'm macho. But now at the point of my life, I'm like, this is not who you are. Stop trying to be something that you aren't to protect yourself. Just be who you are, but just be selective about who you have around you and who you are yourself around. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because if I would have thought like this, now, back then, I wouldn't have a baby mamas. I would have a wife. You understand what I'm saying? But I was too busy wasting my time trying to be something that I'm not.
And also, what else were you doing?
I was being bad. Like I said, when you try to create that persona of being a bad boy, you got to be a bad boy in all aspects.
So do
Okay.
you think, and maybe if you were celibate a little bit back then, do you think maybe you would have had a wife by now? Let me.
Yeah. I don't mean it. I don't mean it in a sense. I mean, I'm not saying it saying being celibate. I'm just saying like.
No, I just want to know.
I mean, to be honest with you,
because
I feel like
you were a little more selective.
yes.
Celibacy and selectivity for me goes hand in hand. I'm selecting who I'm allowing in my space.
Celibacy is I don't want to have sex, period, until I'm married.
No. See, and I said there's a lot of different types. You can be doing it because of religion. You could be doing it for personal reasons. You could be just doing it just because you want mental and emotional clarity. But I'm saying it's celibacy is just selectivity. That's all it is. I'm selecting who I'm more wisely, who I'm spending my time with is what I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I was trying to prove. That's all I'm doing with my
All right, Betty Shabazz. Let them know, Betty Shabazz. Go ahead.
That's it. Yeah,
look. She like, that's
Betty
it.
Shabazz. I like that. 4 hours, 5 o'clock. I mean, yes, keep it coming. I like that. I'm just saying, listening to you speak, I feel like you get what I'm saying. Now I've proven my point on this podcast. You've proven my point on this podcast by talking what you're talking. So I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to make my guests feel at home. This is your podcast, girl. You feel me?
Yes, I do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know right now, we gotta have that second podcast about what I was talking about with why the women put their careers first over men. I had your boy on it. You know what I mean? I did it with him earlier, so I think you would be.
I don't have any boys. I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Oh, you're homie, man. Our homie, our friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like it would be befitting for you to be on that podcast for the answer back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that I normally don't do. I'm gonna allow you to take notes. So what I'm gonna do is when I finish converting that podcast, I'm gonna send it to you, right? So you can see it and then take it from there because I'm sure you're gonna like it because our boy, is very, very
outspoken, very vocal.
Thank you, very vocal and outspoken. So I feel like you're gonna like it.
Too outspoken,
huh?
Too vocal and too outspoken.
There's no such thing as too vocal, too outspoken. If it's too sensitive. It's too sensitive. Okay, this generation is too sensitive. They don't like to hear the truth.
No, it's because it's a way of delivering that truth. I could say the same thing that your boy said, just in a different way. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's more hurtful. You know what I mean? But the way I say it, I'm finessing it a different way. Okay. Depends on how I want to deliver it. The only way I deliver something really like I just don't care, I would have to be very angry. And I don't really get angry. But I feel like your boy just delivers it like that. That's just how he is all the time. He don't care if you hurt your feelings. He don't care nothing. I personally can't be like that. I'm not like that. I can't be like that.
I got an example.
I'm too empathetic. And that's my problem.
I got an example for you. You put me on to Les Brown, right?
That's my uncle.
Yes. Yep. So, yeah, okay. But, right?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Eric Thomas?
I met him three times. I have
okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he would get his point across to his audience if he was like, yeah, you got to believe in yourself.
Oh, because Eric Thomas is always yelling. But let me tell you something. Yes. You know what? Can I tell you why? I tell you why?
Why?
He uses Les Brown stuff. That's how much I listened to the both of them. I stopped the tape. I'm like, I heard this before. He uses so many of Les Brown stuff. And Les Brown came before Eric Thomas. So yes, I 100% think that Eric Thomas, E.T., the hip hop preacher, will get his same points across that he's borrowing from my uncle Les Brown. Yes.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So thank you.
Yes,
so
I do.
Do you realize that
Yes, and let's
do you
get me
realize
out.
that
Yes,
more people
yes.
follow Eric Thomas?
Now.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell
Okay,
you why. Because
one second,
if Eric,
one second, though. Eric Thomas now is in a society that we have internet. Les Brown blew up. Can we agree? Way before social media, because Eric Thomas used to do YouTube videos for free every Monday. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. That's when he started. I know everything about Eric Thomas. That's my boy.
okay.
Les Brown is old. He's almost 60. He's been doing this. Been doing this with Zig Ziglar, everybody. He's been doing without the internet. So yes, I think his numbers would have been way higher if Les Brown had the internet like Eric Thomas does. That's free advertisement. So yes, his numbers are bigger than Les Brown because Les Brown is older. His audience is now older, but I still listen to Les Brown. I get chills listening to Les Brown. So yeah, he has more followers, but that's a falsified way of trying to prove that he's bigger than Les Brown because he has more followers. Eric Thomas is younger. He has younger followers. So the numbers are just he has more followers, but it's a little distorted, is what I'm trying to prove.
I'm gonna pop your bubble right now. Okay, I'm gonna pop your bubble right now. You just said that Les Brown is older. His audience.
She's like 70.
Okay, his audience is older. Correct? You said that.
Not all of his audience. Yes, I did say that.
Okay,
right.
But can you agree that we are in a generation where people are not going to listen to you if you're like, yeah, it's going to be all right. Versus, yo, you feel what I'm saying? Yo, I said, okay, that's captivating. So the people are like, oh shit, let me listen, because that's what the generation needs. Okay, this generation doesn't need for somebody to hold your hand and say, let's have a walk. Let me tell you about life. No, they need I'm gonna sit up there and tell you like this, straight up.
Claps. He does a lot of clapping.
Okay, because you want to know why? Because that's what this generation needs. This generation needs to be captivated. Okay, Les Brown cannot captivate this generation.
He captivates me because it's his message. The message is being delivered. I'm catching the message. Just like with Iyanla Vanzant, Lisa Nichols, Zig Ziglar, Joel Osteen, Joyce Myers. Everybody gives their message a different way, but trust me, I have books upon notes, upon recordings, upon quotes on Facebook from every single one of them. Every time it yells, he gets you hype at 6 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes I don't want to hear that. Why are you yelling? Why are you screaming like that?
So why are you turning it on?
I do. I actually haven't listened to.
Uh-oh. We lost you?
Les Brown's messages.
Oh,
I'm going to send you videos. I'm going to send you videos upon videos of it's the same message, Lameek.
Okay.
Same thing.
Karima.
Word for word.
Yo, but let me just say something, man. Well, no thanks to you. Well, thanks to you, I should say, actually. Though my audience knows my real fucking name. Meek. Thank you. So now you know my real name, world. Thanks to this big mouth over now. I'm playing. Now I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. No big deal.
I'm sorry. Meek.
We gotta do more podcasts, man. Like, cause like now, this is what I'm saying about the freestyle session. You see how off the top of our heads, we just was like this. This is what I like about my show. I don't like to have the whole, let me read my notes, let me say this, let me say this, let me say that. Because to me, that's fake. This is why I like doing this. You see how we was just going? I'm pretty sure you didn't know it was going to get this far.
Nope, I didn't write that in my notes.
There you go. This is why I want this to be the epitome of my show. We don't want to do notes. We want to make quotes. You figure, me?
I do. So next time I should do index cards.
Okay.
I had that. If I had 10 more minutes, I would have had my index cards ready. Whatever. I was almost prepared. That's why I needed till 9 o'clock. But it's cool. It's whatever. It was a good time.
Yo, you should.
I'm promoting celibacy. Everybody should be celibate. 2021, 2022. Seriously, it's a good thing.
All right. Well, any last words before we get off this? Any words of advice? Any jewels you want to, drop?
Just be safe out here. Choose wisely. Choose the right man. Choose the right women. Everybody's king and queens. And don't go to someone's house for dinner. First date, second date, 10th date. Be creative on these dates. I'm being for real. Seriously. You gotta expect what you accept. You accepting the bare minimum, that's what you're gonna get. Nobody's going over and above if you're going to accept the bare minimum. We're going into 2022. You gotta level up. That's what I'm saying. You see how Sierra went from Future? Where's she go? Future? That's another podcast. To Russell Wilson. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's
Thank you, Miss Karima, for your time.
TGIM, you're welcome. You're welcome.
But show,
Thank
man.
you so much, Meek.
But world, you know the motto, man. You know what I always say when I get off this. Please like, subscribe, share, comment on this, please. You know what I'm saying? As always, spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams. We off this.
Yep.